Greetings in the name of Yahusha Mashiach, Melech of Yasharal, Cohen forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. All esteem, honor, and glory unto our Lua, Yahuwah. My name is MELEK Shelemoth. This is MELEK Shelomoth Trading. It's the 6th of April, 2025. It's 11:59 a.m. And let me just play this risk disclosure before we start.
General disclosure. All MELEK Shelomoth Trading LLC materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure. Trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
All right, so I'm doing some paper trading here on spot Bitcoin. So right here we have a downtrend. We have a selling climax. Right, there's the selling climax. There's the automatic rally. There's the secondary stop. Now the secondary stop is kind of in the middle of the automatic rally. Right, the range is kind of in the middle right here, so it didn't really get back down to the low of the selling climax, which is supposed to show basically the selling dominance. Right now the buyers are showing their strength here by it stopping right here in the middle of this range. Right, so the sellers are pushing it. The buyers are capping it right here in the middle of the range, so this is showing buying pressure. Right, so we have Camarilla S4 here. That's a support level. We push above that. These are anchored VWAPs from the beginning of the session at 9:30. So we push up to this second upper deviation. We push up to this lower deviation here, anchored from the ETH open. We get rejection. We push back down. Now the buyers step in again to defend their strong position or their strong posture. So we get a wick here. We push back up, but this is when we see the sellers start taking control again. Right, so we push back down. Buyers step in again. Right, they push back up. We get the second upper deviation rejection, reversal setup, and I take the trade right there. Right, so this is basically a 360 fire strategy where I'm looking for continuation of the downtrend, looking for sellers to show their dominance. Right, in the purple bars, showing their dominance for further downside. Now the targets here for me is this right here, floor pivot S1. So that's a floor pivot bearish target for the day. So hold on 1 second. So within a session, floor pivot S1 is the bear's target. That's seller's target. That's their first target. Right, so see here, we're gonna go over to Bookmap. So we're looking here at basically the same process. My sell entry is right here. Right, that's my sell entry right there. That's my stop loss. And now we're pushing down below Camarilla S4. And I'm trying to get a target here of, this is the lowest price so far in the session, 82,152, and then I'm taking a partial there, half off, and the second take profit. Well, first TP is right here, second TP is just above floor pivot S1. So looking for the continuation breakdown. We have liquidity supporting price here at 81,994. So what I'm gonna do is this is going to be my first TP. Instead of the lower price, looking for a continuation breakdown, as I said, down to floor pivot S1. So we're looking to break this low price here, push down to this liquidity, and then we're going to take profits here at floor S1. So let's see what price is doing right now. Right, we have sellers in control, big volume. I don't have my volume. My volume is on total volume. Let me just show this heat map settings, volume bars. Right, so that's my settings for the volume bars, total volume, clustering by volume. So I want everything to be done by volume. The volume dots is set to by volume, total volume. So I don't want it to be on delta. I want to see the split between the buyers and the seller aggression within the bubbles. So that's my settings right there. So these bubbles and these volume bars are in sync. We have a majority here of basically 2/3 sellers. We have a little stopping right there. Let's open it up a little bit. Right, so we have some liquidity. We're being absorbed by some passive buy orders. We push back up here to VWAP. We get a buy and sweep. So that's supposed to give us a counter rotation to the downside. We have passive orders on the offer. Right, they are trying to absorb the price as it pushes back up. There's low volume on the buying side. We have a little volume coming in here and here, but we're not really getting that much follow through. Small bubbles on the buy side. Supposed to get sellers taking over around here at Camarilla S4 and pushing us lower. So that's the 365 strategy, a little breakdown. This is paper trading. You see over here it's set at trading simulated. I like to trade with big size when I'm paper trading, so I can get used to the numbers basically. So when I start to trade big like this, I'll be already used to the numbers, and because I do get a little feeling of the reality of those numbers, right? So it won't be the same, but at least I get to experience big numbers or big trading size, right? So just practicing for the future. All right, y'all, it's MELEK Shalomoh. That's my trade breakdown. We're pushing back up. We're retesting Camarilla S4. We're getting buy sweeps here. Looking for the counter rotation. We're pushing back above VWAP. Looking for sellers to take control any minute here now. So let me give it a little time. Let's see if we get that counter rotation. So we want to break back down below Camarilla S4. Take out yesterday's low. So we have the buyers showing their hand right here, but we don't get any real follow through yet. This is VWAP buyers trying to push up price, so let's see. This right here is the LT difference. This here is CVD, and that's price change. This right here is liquidation. Liquidation buys, liquidation sells. No liquidation is really happening right now. So they're putting some offers on the, we're putting some liquidity on the offer. We're getting sellers coming back in, pushing back down to VWAP. That's VWAP right there. Right, the selling pressure is taking over from where the buyers came in. We're pushing down below these guys, running some stops. We have some buying absorption right here. Offer liquidity on the bid, trying to support price. Let's see if we push below those. They're pulling from the bid. adding to the offer, came back on the bid. So that's how the manipulation is on Bitcoin. Sometimes it's kind of quick, a lot of algorithmic activities. So some of these orders you can't really take it seriously. It's kind of like a bracketing algo. So underneath VWAP here, we're supposed to get buyers trying to support the initial move here, right? We have buying coming in, buy sweeps. We have the counter rotation now. If they want to defend their positions, they should start defending around here. And let's see who takes control. I have those alerts going off here on Camaria S4, so when I hit certain levels, I get those alerts. And I forgot to mention, this is a multi-book chart or heat map of between perpetual and spot, right? So this is perpetual here. This is spot from a different exchange. Let's see, and that's the combination of the two on the multi-book. So we have sellers taking control, pushing us down to, this is -1 VWAP. We're leaving VWAP. We're putting these guys under pressure. Coming down here, we should have stop runs below this level. This is where they start coming in, buying. So we are getting a little pop back up to Camaria S4. This volume bar was kind of even on the aggression side, buyers and sellers. We have the bid lighten up, trying to support the price to the upside. Buying absorption. All of this trying to support price. The offer, the bid supporting price, absorption supporting price, aggressive sellers pushing back down. Not much volume on the aggressive selling, but let's see. The bid trying to support that price. So you see, buyers are trying to defend their positions here again. What we want to see here is some aggressive selling, pushing through here to yesterday's low so we could get a stop run. Buyers absorbing again. Continuing to move into the liquidity on the bid. So right now the bid is absorbing. We need some aggressive sellers to push through this bid. Alright, so I gotta make a move. So I wanted to show you the aggressive sellers pushing through, but they're taking kind of long to do that. So I need to make a move. So alright, buyers coming back in here again. We have the buy sweeps. This is supposed to show a counter rotation. We're supposed to get a little stop run here. Let's see if we get it before I close the video. Still looking like we're getting absorbed by the buyers on the bid. Come on, I want to close this video on the selling pressure, running those stops. This bid here is quite heavy. It's 399 showing over here. There's a large player right here in about, let's say, 2/3 of it, more than half now, right? So we get the aggressive sellers pushing through, heavy selling volume, so we should get the continuation. All right, y'all, so it's Mikhail Shelomoh, it's MELEK Shelomoh Trading. That's my 365 strategy, looking to get to floor pivot S1, which is down here at roughly, wait, hold on, let me just open that up. So floor pivot S1 is at, let's open that up, 81,870. So on my take profit 2 or TP2 is at 81,877. All right, y'all. It's Mikhail Shelomoh, MELEK Shelomoh Trading, 365 strategy, looking for the continuation in the downtrend. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Shalom.